I'm back.
Did you miss me?
Shh, don't answer that question, cause I already know. Duh, come on now. So y'all been blowing me up, like, Ola, why don't you leave Florida? Why don't you leave us? Come back, please. Come be a Duval till we die. Jacksonville Jaguar, head ass. You know what chant I gotta do real fast, right? Duval. Hey, okay, I see you. If you're not from Jacksonville, you wouldn't understand. But I moved for a lot of reasons, and well, I guess you have to watch to find out. So I'm getting a lot of questions. Everyone just hit me up like, hey Ola, like, what made you move to California? Like, why'd you move? What was your inspiration? And to be honest, I was just like kind of ready for a fresh start. A lot of guys who live in Florida or just live in the South in general, you know, it's like drastically different politically, culturally, and I was kind of needed a change. I appreciate growing up in the South, and granted it's very different growing up in the South if you're African American versus being another race. So I think that's one of the, it's not a main determiner, but it's just a lot that goes on in the South that I was just tired of personally. People out here are a lot more open-minded. And I'm saying I'm not blaming people for how they think or their beliefs in general, but being in the Bible Belt, things are drastically different. If you don't think the same way as another person, it kind of creates an environment of hate, I would say, in a sense. And I just think that's no way to be. And I'm a very open person, even with my beliefs and what I believe personally. If you disagree, I'm not gonna shame you or fault you for how you think, because like I said, we're raised differently. Whatever you're exposed to at a young age is gonna become a learned behavior. Fully aware of that, but I think how people acknowledge those changes, and there's no environment or no, I'll say, place to talk about them. People just, if you don't agree with somebody, it's like you're wrong, and you feel like you can never come to a consensus. Like there's no meeting in the middle. Secondly, I do want to live my best life. People on the West Coast are a lot more open-minded. They're not as nice, because like I said, on the South, like that's on the hospitality. They don't even got sweet tea over here. But they're just very, very open-minded. I've never been exposed to such a huge LGBT community. And, you know, they're some of the most, like, coolest, like, open-minded, loving people I've ever met, to be honest. Like, and like, I'm from the South, so I know all the friendly people, but, like, they're just I guess they're in a state where so many people view, like, their beliefs or how they live as, I'll say, wrong or incorrect, that they just, like, love everybody. And like I said, I've never, like, been against LGBT, but I was never like close with them or never like really interacted with them, because on the South, most people who are gay or have those views, they're kind of very like behind closed doors, because like I said, in the South, if you're walking on the street holding hands, like someone will yell out their window like you're going to hell and things of that sort. So I live in Bakersfield, which is like right down the street from Hillcrest, which is probably the largest LGBT community in San Diego. And you know, those people, they be walking on the street skipping, holding hands, and I'm like, damn, like that's pretty dope, like that's pretty cool. Another reason is I just wanted a fresh start. So I moved to Jacksonville when I was like, I think 8th grade. My dad was military, so he got stationed out there. And I've been in Jacksonville for a minute, ended up going to college there. So I was like, why not? Things are going great there. Like gigs are opening up, emceeing, DJing, speaking, and like announcing, and I was just like loving it. But I was like, if I could do that here, why can't I do that on the West Coast as well, you know? So I definitely envision like coming out here and taking over the city, taking over San Diego. But at the moment, like the past couple months, I've just been like relaxing and just like taking it all in. California is drastically different, and I appreciate its differences. Don't get it wrong, like there's nothing wrong with Florida. There are things in Florida that I don't agree with in the way that people are down there, 100%. But I still appreciate Florida because of the atmosphere and environment that is there, raised me into who I am today. Granted, I was raised like the majority of my life in Virginia, half in Florida, half in Virginia, but I probably gained the most from when I was in Florida because of the environment that is there and the way people think and all that extraness that goes on there. So yeah, I still appreciate Florida for what it offered me and what it has to offer in general. But there just is a huge difference between the two. Do I miss Florida? Definitely. That's where my family is. I have a little brother, but just went to high school. He got like a perfect score across his FATs now. That's what they call it, not the FCAT no more. So he's like trying to give me a run for my money, and who's gonna be smarter in the family. He's already taller than me. He's probably gonna look better than me because he's a baby. He can't be smarter than me too, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta get back on it. I don't miss the weather. I miss the humidity, because you don't sweat out of the dry heat. Probably gonna have high blood pressure, high cholesterol by the age of probably 25. So I got like a couple more years left, and your boy's done. And I miss the soul food. Oh my God. soul food out here. All the fried chicken is like not seasoned. There's nowhere to get soul food out here. So they got like Spanish food everywhere. Don't get me wrong, I love Spanish food, but you gotta remember, I'm from Florida, North Florida, not South Florida. So don't get that confused, North Florida. So I'm used to like Taco Bell and like Tijuana Flats and stuff. You know, I'm not used to like all these authentic Spanish restaurants with authentic corn tortillas. I'm like, where the flour tortillas at? I remember the first time I tried a corn tortilla, I thought it was trash. They throwing guacamole and stuff. Keep the guacamole. I don't want the avocado. I don't want none of that. Give me some Taco Bell, 60% meat, 40% not meat. I don't care. Give me some nacho fries, a chalupa. But other than that though, like I said, California is pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Now granted, it's very expensive out here. Oh my gosh. I almost sold an organ the other day. No, I'm just joking. But like literally, you do have to have like a second gig or 2 jobs. I'm working like 60 hours a week, but the quality of life out here is so amazing, and I see why people say it's worth it. Would I live out here forever? Definitely not. I'm gonna go back to either the South, Midwest. I wouldn't raise a family out here. It's too expensive. Granted, if you have a significant other, you guys live in a 1-bedroom or can have sufficient incomes, then yeah, it's definitely plausible, but it's a no for me, dog. But like I said, if you guys are trying to move or visit the West Coast and I really we're cool like that, definitely hit me up. I encourage anybody to come out here and just experience it. You come out here, you don't want to leave at all, to be honest. And I'm kind of feeling that way. I don't want to leave right now. No, but I'm gonna leave soon. Definitely, 100%. It's too expensive out here. Like if you're in your 20s or even in a young age where you're just you don't have any responsibilities and you're just trying to live life for a minute, California would definitely be the place to go. So at the end of every video, it's not a real video unless your boy dance. Well. Start smiling, this a reaction. Smile at your smile.
Yeah?
Told y'all a blog once a week, right? And you got it. On that note, I'll catch y'all next time. Smile.